super excited to have you guys on, and I do appreciate you guys liking and subscribing and just chat with me and seeing how your guys' week is going. We're going to be talking about transfer tape for the Cricut Maker and what's the best one that I would highly recommend. As being in the having the Cricut Maker machine for quite a while now, so let me go over some information with you guys. We can go to town on that. So thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, like, talk about it. Don't subscribe, don't like, I don't know. But it'd be nice to have you guys do that. So it's gonna get shaky for just a second because I gotta put you guys on this little thing. We are at the shop today. Say hello, shop. Behind here is my Corvette. So let me just show you this baby. Been working so hard. I was just detailing her up today. Say hello, Vet. Her name is Sharon, after my mother that's passed away. And my father, he would have loved the car too. He's passed as well. But all right, let's get into this video. So real quick, I gotta, all right, connect here. Here we go. So I got all the Cricut stuff over here. I got my press here. So I enjoy doing the Cricut videos. I just don't have a lot of time because I do window cleaning, gutter cleaning, power washing, which allows me to have this big building, okay? Because shirt making does not allow me to have that. Yes, if I did it full time and that's all I was doing, fantastic. Probably would be really nice to be inside actually, okay? Today here in Michigan, it is 24 or 22 degrees, something like that with Celsius. It's like 16 degrees or 14 or 15 degrees. So let's talk about transfer tape. That's why we're here, right? But I want to get to know you guys too. So chat down at the bottom. If I can talk to you guys, fantastic. If I don't get to you guys on here, I'll like and talk to you guys on the other day. Dream car is a Corvette. I love the Corvette, man. It was one of my favorite cars growing up as a kid. I was in a trailer park to give you guys an idea of where I came from. And I seen the car, and this guy had a white hat on. It had a little polo guy on there. He had some Ray-Bans, which I assume was Ray-Bans, what they look like, you know, and he was just cruising with the top down. So, you know, I went and bought a hat, white, logoed it up. Hello, where should you pay for the transfer tape? Okay, we're jumping right into that. But give me just a second longer, and now I have my dream car. The next dream car, I'm getting a Porsche, and then after the Porsche, Maserati, and then after the Maserati, I'm getting a Bentley. So, GT, which is gonna be awesome. All right, how much is the transfer tape? Honest to God, I don't know how much it is. I have to put the stuff at the bottom for you guys. But here's what I will tell you. A lot of people will buy the transfer tape, and it's like this big, which is 12 inches. Can you imagine trying to work with this 12 inches across? I mean, it would be miserable. So I like breaking it down, 6 inch. Put 6 inch across. So let's say this is my project. Here's let's just grab this mat, okay? So here's my mat, and I'm gonna, let's say if I have this as my project. If I have this much, I've got to cut it one way here, then I've got to relay it, where this allows me to go straight across one time, right? You like that? Look at that. Look at that. What is this? I was up in the rafters today changing the lights out to LEDs. So I like that. But here's a couple other things I like about it. So I have two different ones. I'll show you in the front of the building what I just got done doing. I use the 24-inch mat, so this is the 12-inch mat here. I use the 24, which is the big dog one. And if your mat looks like that, that means you've just been working hard, okay? and probably not as clean as I should have it, but it's all good. I have a few mats in there. I will put a description down below for a couple mats if you guys need extra ones there. But all right, so this transfer tape, 4 minutes in the video. See this transfer tape? It's sticky, but not too sticky where it's gonna ruin your project. How many of us out there has ruined a project by sticking this on and then all of a sudden it made a crease on it or it came up? Here's another tape, look at this. Let's see what this looks like. This reminds me of Scotch tape, but not as sticky. So when you go to like I would call it the professional stores that do this. This is what they use, okay? And I'll put a description for this stuff. I'm starting to like this a whole lot more. I use this on my outside windows, which I'm going to show you guys. But this stuff, by Cricut Maker, sorry guys, this is not so good. And I know it says Cricut Strong right here. They're not kidding. This stuff will, you put it down, when you pull it up, everything will come with it. China, everything from underneath, okay? Honest to God, it will be crazy. There's another thing that you guys can use. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This stuff. So if you're trying to be on some kind of a budget plan, okay, I don't know how much comes in this. A lot. It's clear matte paper, and the consistency, and what is this? This is book cover, all right? This is what you would cover your books with back in the day when you were in school. If I say that now, people are like, what are you talking about? The Cricut stuff is very expensive, and what you get for the Cricut stuff, there's hands down, I think these are like 20 bucks or less, maybe 13 bucks. I don't know. I'll put the description down below to have you guys do these ones. These are the best that I've had. Before I did this, I was trying to do everything on a budget, and I used this. This is contact paper. It's called Contact. It's transparent matte, clear matte. I'm just reading what it says. I don't read Spanish, so I can't tell you what it says in Spanish. Probably the same thing. But honestly, you guys, this stuff here works. This is book cover, but it has a very consistent, sticky consistency. So you can use this. You can pick this up at, I'm sure, on Amazon as well, but you can get it at like Staples, or I mean, and you get a ton of this. I mean, again though, you're gonna have to cut it, and if I don't know, your significant other has a saw, you can get a saw and you can cut it in half, and it'll be just good if you have a couple projects, okay? If you don't want to go online and fight Amazon and all that stuff, but I mean, you buy it from Amazon, it'll come right to your door. But it is what it is. I know it's a crazy time with Amazon right now, so if you want to. But yeah, I like this stuff. It wasn't that bad. But here's the thing. Let me put this down. This stuff, this stuff is from the dollar store. Let me show you this. This is transfer paper. This is book cover, I mean. And this is straight from the dollar store. So you could initially use this as transfer paper. Not that you could really see that through that as much. I mean, I guess you can. But I've had that. So that was magic. That's called magic cover, and that will go over a book. I'll show you the project that I worked on over the weekend, which I should have took with you guys, but I didn't have time to shoot it and talk with you guys and shoot it and mess up and all that other good stuff. So in the office here, on the windows, do you see that? All that was done with the Cricut Maker. So let me show you guys kind of like outside here. I'll show you a couple things that I did with the transfer paper that I had. You can use it on your vehicles. So let me go to my truck real quick. I'll show you. Here's my truck. So I did the logo in the back here. That there was all done with the Cricut Maker. And the 24-inch thing. I'll get this down here. All this down here was done with the Cricut Maker. I do have some Cricut hacks I'll share with you guys. Right here, all this was done with the Cricut Maker. Okay, I cut this down. I had to cut it down to like 3 or 4 different mats, but did this on the Cricut Maker here. It's like 14 degrees out here. This is all done with Cricut Maker. The signs were not, so those were not. This sign was done with the Cricut Maker. So I saved so much money. Matter of fact, I could have bought the Cricut Maker and everything I did for as amount of money people were wanting to charge me to have that done. Numbers up there. We're done with the Cricut Maker. Those Cricut Maker. Okay. Trying to see if anything else was done with the Cricut Maker. I don't know if that sign was or... Sign was done, Cricut Maker. Okay, so there's just so... This was done with the Cricut Maker. These are from the dollar store. So there's the Cricut Makers all over the office, okay? These were not done with the Cricut Maker. However, I could have made this with the Cricut Maker, absolutely. I just would have had to found the fonts for it. So that would have been easier to do, right? I am going to do a logo right here, Harley Davidson logo. I'll put that on there. Not the logo, it'll probably just say Harley Davidson. But for sure. So let me just tell you one of the hacks that I have. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm trying to see if I have anything else in here. These I used to do for, those are canvas, yeah. So you could use, because it's canvas, you can iron them on. And the iron that I use for that is this little guy, and you can just iron them right on. Heat that bad boy up. This will be in the description on every single one of my videos, just because everybody asks about it. So I just turn it up to 3. There's like setting 1, 2, and 3, and I can put it right on. So my trick with the Cricut is not so much with the Cricut as much as it would be with for like the heat press. Okay, for instance, this hat, my hair is a mess, so you have to pardon my hair. But this hat here is a company hat that we made, but this came from a different company called Lulu, okay? So Lulu had these on sale for like 25 bucks or something, and they're like $40 or $45 hats. So, and they didn't have anything on the front, because all they're known for is like being kind of plain, but having their logo in one specific area. So we were able to go ahead and put the company logo across these hats, which is fantastic. I love being able to have a good quality hat, okay, on here. So what I do is I put the, so I print it all out on heat transfer vinyl, and then I split it down the middle, if you will. I cut it down, not over the logo, if you will, but I cut it. And so I cut it around, and I make slits in between here so it's more maneuverable. I can manipulate it a little bit more, right? And I can lay it down. So then I take this, and here is going to be your best friend. When you're doing any kind of hats, and again, sorry about my hair, you're going to constantly get cooking paper for cookies, non-stick. See this kind of paper? Go to the dollar store, go somewhere called Reynolds something. Reynolds wrap maybe, or Reynolds parchment paper is what it's called. I always keep a couple of things. I think this one is from Kroger's or a dollar store or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think this one is from the dollar store. This is gonna be your best friend. Now here's the trick. You can get, and I wish I had a better example. Let me cut some of this out for you. All right. And that's probably, I don't know if you guys would be able to pick this up, so I'll cut a little bit off of here and a little bit off there, but this is a little hack that I have for you guys, which is a pretty cool one, knowing that I do company shirts for my guys all the time. And they always notice. Everybody always like, where's my shine? Where's my shine at? All right, for whatever reason. All right, so parchment paper has like a shiny side. Can you see that? Like a little bit at least. Lighting's not the best in here. And then you got like a dull side. And that noise is probably annoying to you guys. But, so there's a shiny side and a dull side. If you were to take this hat and put it dull side down, and you take your little mini press and press it, that will be a dull color there. Now, if you take it over and use the shiny side, and you take the shiny side and you heat it up, I like to put a towel or an oven glove, put an oven glove on and put my hand under there, because in that way you're not burning the tips of your hands. So just keep that in mind. And then you can go to town on it, and I just do little areas at a time. They're like, Eric, why don't you just get the heat press for the hat and just put it, because that thing is so weird. Like, I've never had one, number one, okay? So if you want to ship me one, let me know. I got an address so you can send stuff to me, okay? Yeah, if you guys want to send me something you guys made and you have an extra one, I'm a size larger. I'm no longer a medium, which now I'm a large, so welcome to my life. But that's how I do my hats. I have embroidered hats. Let me show you those real quick. This is from a company locally that do them for us. This is all of our, so we have a bunch of like embroidered hats for the guys and girls. They can just come in, they can take one of these and keep it forever, and I don't want it back. But they're all embroidered, so they all have, I don't know, I've got tons and tons of these. But I like them to be uniformed when they go out. I used to have them done, Eric, we have the machine. Why don't you just use the machine instead of the instead of having them embroidered? To embroider those hats are about $17 or something. But because I buy them in bulk, they give them to me at $15 a piece, embroidered, which is pretty simple and easy. Guys and girls love those hats. I give them away sometimes to a client if they want them. They're local. So they're like, hey, yeah, my guy over at Bland Service will take care of you, I'm not sure I was impersonating there, but that's just my voice. That whoever that person might be, I don't know. But so that would be my trick on that. What else is another trick? Keep a roll of this. This is it right here. I heard the little iron you use doesn't get hot enough. I don't know who you heard that from. Who did you hear that from? Be careful on who you listen to. And always check me too on here. You can go buy one yourself, try it yourself. But a lot of people are trying to sell you stuff, okay? Because they get, like, the stuff I share with you, I get a small, tiny commission from Amazon. And I'm talking like, whoop, like little tiny commission. Where other people are like, oh, that little iron don't work. Buy the one from Cricut because it works, you know what I mean? Someone on YouTube, yeah. I mean, I was watching YouTube the other day. They thought they found like there's like a Bigfoot, I think too, but can't always believe what you see on there. Try it out for yourself, I would say. Great thing is, I think Amazon has like return policy too. So if you don't, want to, continue to use it, I think you can return it. But yeah, I'm not trying to be mean, but you gotta just use stuff, try it your own way, try it for yourself, because you just never know what might work for you. And there's just certain things that I use, like, for instance, you see this press here. Somebody had told me that this press didn't work, that I needed to buy a $1,000 press. Well, 3.5 years later, I still have the same press, and this baby works like a charm, okay? This is a Fancierstudio heat press. I can have one of those down at the description for you guys too. Every time I play this, it will have on there. I bought the mini press. Because I bought the mini press. Yeah, I like this little guy here. This thing has been awesome. The Cricut stuff has never worked for me because it doesn't have like an even playing field. That's why this baby here has been so much better, because the heat pad across of it continues to heat it up, and it will press it down, and it will just evenly lay it, and it works fantastically. So I think this is a good buy here. Again, I don't know how much this stuff is. I bought it so long ago, but it's Dritz. It'll be underneath the description for you guys. But I love this. They don't pay me to. They should be paying. Matter of fact, you guys should be paying me, because I have so many people buying these on Amazon. It's crazy. But anyways, we'll put that baby over here. I have to share this with you guys real quick. This? No, I don't know where they are. Where are they? Let me show you what I got the other day I just have to share this with you because it was such a good deal. It was at Five Below. If you guys have Five Belows near you, look at these. These are from Five Below. They're canvases. This has got to be 12 by, I would say, 6, 12, 14. 12 by 14. You get 2 in a pack. Here's another one I did. This says your reward is the walk, not the destination. But you get 2 of those. 2. So if you sold them, like I bought these, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I just didn't want to take the time to make it. But I bought these for 20 a piece. 20. Because I was at TJ Maxx. Have you ever had that problem at TJ Maxx? You go in there and you're like, I just need it. I need it. But yeah, so real quick again, I can and I will. That was done too. Back here. That frame came from Hobby Lobby, I think, a couple years ago. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. And then here's a cool thing, and this is the last thing I'll share with you guys, tip and trick. If you guys ever get paintings and you see them on the side of the road and they're throwing them away, this is like an ugly painting. It had like some ugly flower on it, and it's canvas behind there. So this is canvas, all right? And I told my son, I was like, we're going to pick that up out of the trash. He's like, Dad, what? He's like, COVID, Dad, COVID, you know? And I was like, nah, come on, we're gonna paint it, and we'll put a saying on there. And he's like, what about hustle? Because I think we were listening to like a hustle song or something, and he's like, oh, Dad, what about the hustle? And I was like, what about hustle? And he's like, deal, Dad. And he's 8, so he had fun with it. But that's his name on there. He did it all himself. But we painted it white first, so that's a cool thing. So if you guys see any kind of like canvases out there in the garbage, like who cares what it looks like? You can paint it over white. So that would be a good tip and trick there for you too, especially if you're like DIYing and like kind of want to save as much money as possible. The missus always says, like, when I take my wallet out, it's like, it goes, like, you know, the dust can fly. I like saving money just like the next guy, right? If I can save $1, I'm able to take that $1 that I would have spent and put it into something else. Also, Five Below, I bought this kit to paint that, all right? And this was in the back of it, I didn't even know, but it had a canvas on it. I think it had 2 of these, maybe just 1, I can't remember. Probably, if I'm not mistaken, it probably just had 1, now that I think about it. But I used that and I painted it. So I bought all that stuff. Yeah, I probably could have found a paintbrush here and bought a tube of paint for $3. Yeah, by the way, like if you need one color, you better go somewhere else and buy some paint, because you better. one container of these in black did that entire post up there, or painting. And yeah, I left some in there. Tisk, Eric. But there's that. If you guys don't have this because you guys want to save money, don't save any money. Go buy one of these things. All right, doesn't have to be Cricut brand. Go get it. It's a cutter for your vinyl. You put it in there. Oh, I know you know what it is. You're like, Eric, we already know. Oh, well, I'm glad you know. I didn't know about this once upon a time. You put your vinyl underneath there, slides through, and then whoop, you can cut it just like. I'm going, genius. And then it's got this little side kick out, and then I had some tape on there, but I used the yard stick, but the tape, yard tape, whatever you call it, from the dollar store, and I cut it at a specific length, so then that way if I needed more length to it, I'd know how much was on there. Can't think of anything else. This is and this will be my last thing to talk about, because I think I always talk about it. But if there's a fire, there's a couple things in this building that I would want to get out. The vet, and probably this book. This is from the dollar store, and this is all scraps that I have. Save $1, right? Save $1. Oh, Eric, you're being a little cheap there. Well, yeah, maybe, right? I'm not snipping off like this. Like I see people snipping off like this one. I'm like, whoa, what are you gonna use that? What are you gonna use that little piece for? But you know, substantial pieces, substantial amount. Like for instance, I said little piece, right? So Eric, what are you gonna use this little piece for right here, huh? What are you gonna use it for? Well, that's a perfect name. Right there. I could put one of my employees' names on it and boom, put it right on their shirt, right? So I constantly have a bunch of that. The white vinyl, we use a ton of HTV. Scissor Easy Way. It's not Scissor Easy Way, Eric. It's not that. It's like I don't know, make your own video then, damn it. You know, like, it's so funny. I get so many people on here like, scissor, easy weed. What's it called then? Scissor, easy weed? Caesar, scissor, sorcerer? I don't care. The stuff works. How about works it? I mean, shit works, right? That's what it should be called. Because it just works phenomenally. Here it is. Ooh. There's not much left in there. I probably should order some of that. But this stuff right here, the easy weed, okay? It is what it says. It's easy to weed. Well, I'm going to be cheap, and I want to get the Cricut stuff. Well, kudos to you. It's probably why your crap doesn't come out right. You know what I mean? Or you can't pick it, or you go to pull it and it pulls it up. You know. And then also I always say the last thing. Sound like a pastor, right? One more story. If you guys want to sharpen your blade, you don't always have to go and buy a new blade for the Cricut Maker. And this is all from transfer tape. 26 minutes later, we're still talking about we talked about that already. It's done. It's over. It's gone. Sharpening your blade. You can put a piece of tin foil down on your mat, right here on your mat, across the top, and cut out any kind of shapes. I like to cut out straight lines on it, so I'll just put a bunch of straight lines, and then I'll send it through the mat. I'll run it as if it was just, hey, a bunch of straight lines. Let's do a bunch of straight lines. And I cut it that way, and it sharpens that blade up really nicely. So, and then I always put that, and I don't know if it matters either, but I always put the shiny side up when I do it. So try it other ways, see if it dulls your blade. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But hopefully you guys have fun. Let me see if there's any other questions down here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'd love to answer them. I know I can't always get to them right away. Let me see if there's some stuff up here. I think that's it. It says, I had trouble with the 6-inch. It's not as sticky enough to pull my vinyl. Well, of course, like, how hard, for some reason, and I should have answered this earlier, they're probably off here already. For some reason, I don't know why you guys are out there and why I see people, probably not you guys are watching, of course not, but they take their plastic squeegee. All right, Lori, thank you for being on here. They take their plastic squeegee and that pushing as hard as you can. You don't have to do that. Like, ease, right? So you printed your printout, okay? Now you weed it out. Now what you want to do is you want to take this and it doesn't matter the 6-inch or the 12-inch stuff, okay? It doesn't matter. It's how sticky you need it, okay? Like, this stuff hardly sticks, but I can use this stuff 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Matter of fact, I use this one, the stuff you can't see through as much, okay? The stuff, which is awesome. This is probably what you'll need, Lori, because this is a little bit stickier, and a lot of the more professional people in, like, the big buildings that do this for a living, they get this kind of stuff here, and it was highly recommended by them to me. And I was like, I'll check it out. And then I used it, and I was like, it was the consistency of it. I'm gonna leave it I'll leave it in the description below. After all this is over with, I'll go back through and I'll put just the link of this one, and then I'll put the link of this guy here too. In 12 and 6 for you, so you can pick and choose what you want. But these are nice. They don't have any lines on them. It's almost like masking tape. Masking tape. Yeah, I guess that's what you would call it. Masking tape. I'm trying to think of another, Scotch tape, if you will. But it's less sticky than that. So it's large like that, but less sticky. It almost, I'm going to tell you, it's crazy to think this. Now that I'm saying this out loud, that's so crazy. All right, so the consistency of this is like the roller that you roll all over you, and then you take a piece off and you throw it away. That's like the consistency. Matter of fact, this is probably from the same type company that makes that. They just roll it on the opposite way. Huh. Let me try something. Let me try something. Let's get creative. Let's see this. water bottle. Sure, we'll use the water. Okay, and yeah, because the water bottle has like that sticky stuff from where this stuff was. So let's like roll it on backwards. Did I get enough? Let me see. Yeah, it's got that same consistency. It's so weird. All right, so you roll it on your shirt and you're taking all your dog hair off. Yeah, it's got a little less consistency than that, I would say. Yeah. Would have picked that up off there. So you see, and then let's try to peel this off. What else we got to do on a Saturday? There we go. Yeah. So it's pretty simple and easy to take off and on. It's not too crazy. Let's try, since we're here, let's waste my time, or paper. I can guarantee this crap's not gonna happen. And then I gotta go. All right. Let's try this. Okay, see, that's like you're wrapping tape. Don't forget, a lint roller is rolled against more sticky. Yeah, but it's got that consistency. I promise, order it and check it out. Now this stuff is like tape, like you're about to wrap a present tape. All right, so let's just try a sticky test. Remember how easy it was to get it off there? So we'll put it on there. Now let's see. There's no freaking way. This is not the same. See, this is the problem that everybody's having, and they're like, I hate Cricut stuff. This is the stronghold stuff too. There's no, can you imagine being a first-time person and trying to do this? Okay, ready? Here we go. That was way too difficult. Way too difficult. All right, so now let me put it on here, and I'll like, let me rub it on the table, make it fair. Okay. Okay, so it's on the table. Much easier. Let's try this other stuff. This stuff here is even less sticky. I like the consistency of this too. Let me do this one. Still, I was able to get it. Way easier than the Cricut stuff. Why do they set you up to fail? You know, it's like, come on, put your money into it. You've got your money in your machine. Now make it work. You know what I mean? So we'll save these pieces. But Eric, you got a whole roll. You don't have to be that cheap. Yeah, but I do hats, right? So I think I'll save those for later. We'll put this in the trash can. We'll put these. Where did I have these? Well, we'll just leave them here. Any questions, concerns? Love to talk with you guys. I think I seen a comment come through. Sorry, must be rubbing it too hard. Yeah, might be rubbing it too hard, and that way, you know, don't use that rubber squeegee so hard, you know, or your elbow in there. You're not trying to be a massage therapist. Like, just ease it on, and then where it needs to, use your thumb and rub on that area where it needs to. Like, if you're pulling up, you're like, oh man, it's not pulling up again. Just use it. And what I like to use sometimes, a little heat. So I take a hair dryer and hair dry it first, so it heats it up pretty good. And then not too crazy hot, but I heat it up. So that's another trick. My hair dryer broke the other day, so I need to buy another one. But that will help you guys out as well. Until next time, thanks for staying on for 34 minutes. I wouldn't watch anybody for 34 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Thank you guys so very much for subscribing. Have any questions, please let me know. Thank you guys for all talking to me during this video today. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Hopefully it's warmer. If you guys are in Florida in about 2.5 weeks, I will be there. I will be in Clearwater, and then I will, thank you so very much, family fun for the Munchkins. Appreciate you guys watching as well. Lori, thanks for watching and having questions. If you guys stuck in New York? Yeah, we're shut down here too in Michigan. 25%. How do you survive on 25% of your income as a restaurant owner? You don't. Yeah, we're not talking about politics, but I love you guys. Until next time, thanks for watching. See yous.